Join us at Elevate 2024 from February 17th through 19th in Nashville for a career-defining experience and enjoy exclusive accommodation perks at the Embassy Suites. We've secured a special rate of just $149 per night for our attendees, down from $179. Those who've already registered will see the lower price on their final bill. Stay in luxury with 2-room suites featuring a living area, bedroom, microwave, and mini fridge. Benefit from complimentary airport shuttle service, Wi-Fi, a nightly reception, and discounted parking for conference goers. Don't miss the chance to pitch to a rockstar lineup of media experts ready to elevate your mission and projects. Register now and embrace the full Elevate 2024 experience, including a comfortable and convenient stay. Book your spot and suite deal today. Join us at Elevate 2024 from February 17th through 19th in Nashville for a career-defining experience and enjoy exclusive accommodation perks at the Embassy Suites. We've secured a special rate of just $149 per night for our attendees, down from $179. Those who've already registered will see the lower price on their final bill. Stay in luxury with 2-room suites featuring a living area, bedroom, microwave, and mini fridge. Benefit from complimentary airport shuttle service, Wi-Fi, a nightly reception, and discounted parking for conference goers. Don't miss the chance to pitch to a rockstar lineup of media experts ready to elevate your mission and projects. Register now and embrace the full Elevate 2024 experience, including a comfortable and convenient stay. Book your spot and suite deal today.
Can't hear you. You're muted.
I'm muting myself so I can work harder behind the scenes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming on as we are live right now on so many platforms. It is wonderful. And I have the wonderful opportunity of hosting these amazing people, participants and speakers for the Christian Women in Media conference coming up, Elevate. Hello, London. Thank you for coming on. And so I just know that we are excited and want to keep building this engagement for such a wonderful opportunity to get you involved, let you learn more about what is happening and how it is happening. And these amazing speakers were going to tell you about themselves and tell you why you need to be here. And I'm introducing for the first time David Wellday. And it's so nice to say that because I know he's having a well day. Hello, David. Welcome to Christian Women in Media.
Thank you so much. How could I not have a well day with being surrounded by such an esteemed group here?
I tell you, say the right things and you're going to just fall right in place with all these amazing ladies. That's happening on the 17th to the 19th of February. Oh my gosh, I have to really think about that, Marian, because it's literally around the corner. So before I get carried away, David, tell them who you are, what you do, and what you be speaking about at the conference.
Sure. I'm the president of Higher Life Publishing and Marketing. I've basically been involved in publishing of some form or another, be it magazines, books, curriculum, for a lot of years. And so I'll be speaking specifically on Monday on this topic of how to market your book. So many of you who are going to be attending this have written a book, but writing a book is only half the battle. And so you've poured your heart and soul into the message. how do you get it out there into the marketplace, and more importantly, into the hands of people that you most want to minister to and encourage and build up? And so we're going to be breaking into a lot of creative, maybe you haven't considered ideas on how to market your book.
You're muted. You're muted.
I try, because I keep hearing myself talking all the way through making comments. So David, tell us one of the ways, just to tease us, that
Sure.
can help us market our books.
Well, I would say that regardless of your topic, whether it's fiction or nonfiction, you really have four main channels where you're going to market your book. There's what we call the trade, which is bookstores and distributors. And so you're going to want to manage that, whether you do it self-publishing or whether you have a publisher. If you have a publisher, typically the publisher is going to manage that channel for you. But what, in my experience, where you're going to have the most impact and the most success are in those other three channels that are largely author directed. And so that would be events where you speak or where you're present, the internet, and there's all kinds of creative ways to leverage the power of the internet. And then what I call specialty sales, which are oftentimes under the radar and off the beaten path kind of opportunities that you have related to connections that you have and influencers that you know that we can take advantage of to get your book out there.
Wonderful. So you've given us a great tease so that people that are still sitting on the fence, they just have a short window to register. And so you're giving us a great tease that we need to know this information. I have the great pleasure of meeting Alexandra Boylan, did I say that correctly, for the first time?
Alexandra Boylan.
Yeah, Alexandra Boylan. And so I know that you are going to be just fabulous at the conference. So tell them who you are, what you do, and what you'll be speaking about at the conference.
Wonderful. And I'm looking forward to actually sitting in on David's because I'm going to learn so much from him. So this is amazing. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm Alexandra Boylan. I own the Boylan Sisters Entertainment. 12 years ago, God called me to make female-driven, faith-based films. And I've spent the last 12 years taking faith-based films from conception to completion. I write the script, I produce the movie, and then I sell it to a distribution company. And God has been so good. We have made 6 extremely successful female-driven faith-based films, along with companion materials, Bible studies, youth group studies, high school curriculums, and even a novel that comes along with the movie.
Right.
I'm sitting here with my mouth open, and I'm glad I've muted myself because all you heard is, oh my gosh, that's just amazing. You know, Alexandra, one of the things that's been exciting about Christian Women in Media is that we extended our invite to filmmakers a few years ago, and we've just seen the explosion of that. And so we're going to get to see a movie, a premiere before it even happens. And before I get too carried away about that, Marion, you can tell us even more about that. That's a lovely segue into one of the things that will be happening at the conference. So I hand over to Marion, our conference director, coordinator.
Thank you. Yes, listen, and welcome everyone. It's just so good to see you. I'm so excited that how we're going to put all of this together, and with your presence, it becomes just this rich experience for every woman. I just want to say quickly to David that, you know, more than half of our participants, David, are authors. And so your particular track is going to be well attended because many authors, as you well know, write a book and then they sort of look at a blank road in front of them and say, really, I don't know what to do next. And so being able to get those kind of tips professionally from you and all the different options is going to be really important. And for those who already have books but know that haven't thought that there's maybe 4 or 5 other options. So we're so excited to have you. Alexandra is a treasure, an incredibly talented, prolific. She and her sister write and produce these films themselves. I've had the pleasure of watching them. They're hugely entertaining and they have a message, and they're really wonderful for an underserved audience of tweens. And so that's an audience today. As mothers and grandmothers and family members, we care so much about the content that's available to our younger generation. And Alexandra and her sister are filling that gap. And so we are thrilled that to have her, and she is going to be doing, which we'll let her talk about in a little bit, an unbelievable session about how to pitch your story or idea at the conference. She'll be coaching people on how to pitch your story or idea to experts to take it to fruition, to make it come alive. But yes, to your point, Marina, we have the wonderful Karen Kingsbury, the marvelous, prolific novelist who is so successful. She has starting to convert her books into films and television series. And she has very kindly allowed us to have a sneak screening of her latest movie called Someone Like You. And it's going to screen at the conference for free, courtesy to CWIMA, on Sunday night. So we're so excited to be able to offer that as an option as a free option, as an moment of entertainment for our swim participants. And we also are honoring Karen as a gala Monday night as our very special 2024 honoree, well-deserved, and so excited you'll all have a chance to meet her and see her. And it's just one of the many marvelous special touches of entertainment as well as edification that we have at the conference.
You know, I love the speciality that's coming and being announced, because so many of us, as you'll meet us, David, we're all in different spheres of media. And so to have each sphere represented and encouraged to perfect what we do is just a wonderful tribe and community of networking women, and now yourself, that is happening. And so I'm so excited to be able to present you all like this, to stir the hearts and to build momentum to attend, and to go to the website and look at the fabulous sessions that we're going to be having, so that you know in advance what you want to be a part of. And so you will get the opportunity to sit and listen, and as somebody said earlier in the streaming, to eat, to fellowship with these amazing people. Maggie, hello, my dear friend. You've been a part of us for quite a while, but to see you on the panel and to hear your expertise. So please tell them who you are, what you do, and what you will be doing at the conference.
Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here with you all. First and foremost, I want to say I'm a huge cheerleader for CWIMA. When I first started with CWIMA years ago, I walked into a room thinking, I can't do this. They are so far advanced. I don't have anything to offer. As a result of the relationship building within the community, I have been able to reach many of my goals and continue on in the various areas of ministry that the Lord has called me into. At the time, I was a coach and a counselor, and founded Moving Forward Ministries, and it branched off into various things, into television and into podcasting and into writing and so forth. So if you are on the fence, I just want to tell you right now, it's time to climb off, because you will not know until you step out and find out. You have got to come and be among people that have gone places that you desire to go. Or maybe you're that person where you've been somewhere and you have something that you're carrying that you can pour into someone else. So I am very passionate as well. I'm very grateful for the heartbeat of the community and how the older women pour into the younger and the younger pour into the youngest. So I started a TV show called The Godfident Next Generation, which is tweens and teens and college age students that are reaching out. So if you are a young person, I think that you need to connect with CWIMA. You need to connect with the organization, because I've got gray hair. Okay, we need the younger people to join with us. So if you're on the fence, you're not certain if this conference is for you, you definitely need to come. I will be speaking on finding your niche or your niche, depending on what part of the country you're from, and coming in to find out what your calling is, so you can step into those things that you desire to fulfill the call on your life.
You know, one of the things I love, Maggie, and you said it so well, is that when we all come into Christian Women in Media, I came in not knowing what part of media I wanted to be a part of. Didn't even think I really was in media as a preacher and speaker. And by being around these ladies, I wrote my first book. Then it was put into the literary awards and won the literary award for inspiration. I was challenged to create a pilot for a program from one of our ladies that was associated with us, but not really a member of Christian Women in Media. And that was 3 years ago, and continued producing programs. So you come in, you sit among ladies that you're not really sure what you're called to, but hearing their gift inspires your gift. And I think that's one of the wonderful things that's going to be happening. I'm going to ask Marion, there's so many great speakers that are coming in. Is there somebody that we haven't mentioned at all? I'm putting you on the spot right now, that people need to say, okay, I'm coming for this particular person, to hear this particular person.
I think the thing for people to take away is that there's going to be several tracks. And so whatever your line of specialty is, you're going to find experts in that field. So CWIMA isn't just for authors. It isn't just for filmmakers or producers. It isn't just for TV writers and producers. It's also for people who are in music, people who are in acting, obviously people who are in publishing, podcasting, which has just exploded. We were just hearing recently, weren't we, Marina, from Misty Phillips, who's just a rock star trailblazer in the podcasting world. She was telling us there's literally millions of blogs, and there's probably 350,000 podcasts. So even though the space looks and feels really crowded, there's really room for more messages. And so if you are an author, many times you will be told by your publicist, or if you have an agent, if you're that fortunate, or even if you have the energy, the imagination, the character that sort of you want to take your message beyond the book, you're going to want to do a podcast. And so the conference is going to bring expertise like Misty and others. We're going to tell people and coach them. So here's how you do it from A to Z, which is really important. So the big takeaways are that the conference has been put together to help women of influence steward their message beautifully, do it even better, learn skills and to develop their talents to the next level, to be able to amplify their voice, their message, their brand. Ultimately, this is about speaking truth and speaking God's word and being ambassadors for the kingdom at a very dark time in our country and the world, at a time where the mainstream media is not edifying, is actually dividing us. We have an opportunity as ambassadors for Christ to bring light and healing and truth and inspiration and alternatives to what people are consuming. And to do that, we have to be able to master and to be as good about using the tools of the day as anyone else. We have to be excellent about our work because we're serving the King. And we have to be disciplined and dedicated about it. So the conference is going to be an enormous fun because you have a lot of fun when you're with groups of like-minded people, but it's also an incubator to learn. It's an incubator to get better. It's an incubator to elevate our message. And that's why we're coming together. And that's why we have such an incredible lineup of speakers. And yes, I can definitely mention a few more names. I just want to give others a chance to speak about what's in their heart. Like, why did they pick the particular field of talent and expertise that they're choosing to work in right now? I mean, maybe we want to get a little personal. I'll just tell you a quick story and hand it over. You were sharing, Marina, what CWIMA did for you, and also Maggie, pardon me. I can tell you that because of the contacts and the friends that I made at CWIMA when I was living in California, when it came time, when God was calling my husband and I to leave California, we didn't know where he was calling us. And we're not very familiar with Nashville at all, or Tennessee at all. But because of the people that we had met through CWIMA, we chose Nashville over Texas and over Idaho to come and live here. And it was because of CWIMA, because of the quality of the relationships that I'd made through that organization that made such a huge impact on me. So I cannot speak more highly about the quality of people that are part of the organization and the impact it can have on your life way beyond your career. It can be life decisions that help you.
So because of what you have said, Marion, I want to challenge Alexandra. Alexandra, why did you pick the topic that you want to share? Tell them the topic that you'll be speaking on, and why did you pick that particular thing for us?
Yeah, so I'll be speaking on 2 panels. I'll be on a panel about producing faith-based films and directing and writing. We're going to do cover everything. And then I'm also doing a class on pitching. Pitching is so important, and there's an art form to pitching. And Mary and I talked about this. And I love to share. I mean, there's a reason why all of my films have sold and been on the shelves of Walmart, have been in Netflix, because we understand how to pitch your project, not only just to your sales agent, but to the distribution company and then to the audience. There is a whole process and the marketing and everything that you need to know about how to pitch your project. And there's so many different stages of the part of, sometimes you're even just pitching to the actor because you want the actor to sign on to your movie. So I'm so excited to get to talk about this and share all the insight. And it took me 15 years to learn what I've learned, and I can't wait to share it with other women. And I think another thing that is so important about CWIMA is that, you know, when I first moved to Los Angeles, I joined some women organizations that were not believers, and I did not feel supported. They didn't really support my Christian films. And it is so important to be in community with people who love the Lord and love creating content and media with a Christian world view, point of view. So important. So please come join us. This industry is all about who you know, and you will not meet people just sitting at your house on your computer. You need to come out, shake hands, hug people, and get to know people, and that will be life-changing.
I'm smiling from ear to ear, and I'm sure Marion is too. I'm going to reuse that clip over and over again. But you know, the wonderful thing, again, with all our speakers, and this is just a handful of them, is that it's been years journey, years lifestyle, years experience, failures, as well as success, the downtimes, and how you build a community. And today we can say that we have this wonderful community called Christian Women in Media. I know there's many organizations out there, but this is such a great organization because of the skill set that we bring together. And one of the things that we love talking about is that there's no competitiveness. We love to collaborate. And again, I want to emphasize one of my phrases is mature people love sharing knowledge. People that are secure in who they are love to share knowledge because we love to see others excel. And so this is just a taste of what you can receive at our conference. And yes, you well said, Alexandra, you won't get this kind of connection sitting at home watching it on a computer. Some of you have asked, will this be streamed? No, because you have to pay and invest in your time with the people that will be there. So this will not be streamed. You will not be able to purchase this information afterwards. It is an in-person gathering. And I say that with a lovely smile on my face because you have to invest in yourself and invest in the time. Marion, I'm going to let you have the final word because you are so excited about this, and there's always a breaking news, and we're so thankful to have you on board.
Thank you. Thank you, Marina. Thanks to everyone who've been with us today. You know, the conference, as I said earlier, I just want to reiterate, it is for everyone who's in media, above the line, below the line, whether you're in film, television, podcasting, publishing, music, acting, there's something for you at this conference. You're going to meet extraordinarily talented people, gifted people, accomplished people, seasoned people who are there to mentor and help you grow. Really, that is the focus of the conference, is to build one another up, and they'll be done in a most edifying and fun way. I want to add that there'll also be moments of entertainment and levity. It won't all be study. Not that that isn't delicious, but there'll be moments of levity. We're having comedy segments. We have beautiful music and musicians and artists coming who are going to elevate the name of Christ through music and through the worship. And so there'll be incredible moments of fellowship, prayer, people who come that have needs, that would like to have some comfort. You know, there'll be opportunities to find some inner healing, to find comfort in that way. So it's going to be professional and as well as personal. We want them to know a couple of very sort of just logistics things. The ticket prices go up on the 15th of February. So that's coming up next week, I think. And we want people to get the cheaper rates, obviously, to still make it more affordable. So you might want to consider, if you are considering it, it's to your benefit to register now because you'll get a better rate. The hotel is beautifully located, what can we say? The conference, if you want to know about who else is speaking, we have 36 speakers.
Wow.
And dozens of media panels, breakout sessions, keynote sessions, level up sessions, and opportunities for mentoring and one-on-one with some of the experts. For all of that information, we invite people to check out the website, which is www.CWIMAconference.org. You'll be able to see the entire 3-day schedule, see all of the speakers, read all of their bios, and also be able to register there. So see the speakers, see their bios, go ahead and register, see what's been planned for the 3 days. We cannot wait to see you. This is just a taste of the people you've met today. The enthusiasm and the quality and the caliber is just a taste of what's going to all be gathered together and available for you if you come. So we hope to see you there. We want to give you a big warm welcome to Nashville, Tennessee.
And just to add to that point, somebody just put in about sponsorship. We are still open for sponsors. There's still a few spaces left for sponsors, and you can find all that information and what level of sponsorship is left at our CWIMAconference.org. But once again, this is just a handful and a glimpse of what you will experience and the enthusiasm of sharing knowledge that we will be imparting into you. Thank you all for joining us. Please click and share. And if you're still sitting on the fence after listening to this, I don't know what to say to you, but please go and register. We want to see your face, and we want you to be in the atmosphere where knowledge and inspiration is flowing. Look forward to seeing you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, David. Welcome, Alexandra. And thank you all.
And thank you, Maggie.
Yes, and Maggie.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
Maggie.
have a blessed day.
You even say
Thank
bye.
you, and thank you, Marina. Appreciate
You're
it.
so welcome.